Hello, hello. Back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the PS4. And, I'm going to try to have a little more fun today. Not sure what we're going to get accomplished, but that's part of the fun, right? We don't know. We're just going to do it. Let me pull up my chat here on my phone just in case anybody joins us live. But, yeah, if you missed it last time, we sold off some of our buildings. And I did play a little bit after I was streamed last time, but not too much. Cycle through some stuff here. Here's my grass sweeper, a straw. So one thing I did is I bought a plow, which a plow lets you make your fields bigger or create new fields. So over here where I had my barn, I started to make a new field. So, but I was going to just make this and then maybe combine it with the field over here, and then take these two fields and maybe combine them in the middle or go side to side. And I'm thinking, well, what am I really doing? These are tiny fields. I'll cut down this tree perhaps, fill in all this with dirt, plow it, fill in these guys, and just make one big field where these original 3 fields were, and then the new 4th one I just started digging. So I think that's the goal. I'm not going to mess with this over here anymore. I'm going to wait till these crops are harvested, which, what are these? They're oats, and they say they're ready to harvest, so let's get harvesting. I'm going to wait till they're all ready to harvest and harvest them, and then I'm going to plow it all together and then make one huge field out of it. And let's zoom out so we can see if this makes sense. How far can we zoom out? I don't even know. I guess that's as far as we can zoom out. So there's my 3 original fields. 2 have oats in them. Those 2 there. And over there behind, that's the 3rd. So those are the fields we had from the game. I started making a 4th field. The camera's a little tough to control. But really, these are just small fields. Let's make this all one big field, and I think that's going to be better. And it's pretty even ground. It should be easy to do. I just got to get rid of that tree. Oh, we got another field over there ready to go. And I got to expand that field back there too. So then basically instead of 4 small fields here and 1 field over there behind my house, I'll make that field behind the house bigger, and then I'll have 1 big field here. So we'll have 2 big fields to worry about. I think that just makes sense. I got to zoom back in because I can't control the vehicle from back there. That doesn't make any sense. Alright. And then last episode we did buy a field down the road a little while. I think I planted some stuff there already. I'm sure it's growing. Guess I can go check on that a little later. Turn on the harvester and let's go. I'll hire the worker to do that so I can get some other stuff done. It's all harvested. We got some straw there we can pick up later. That's just a tractor and trailers. There's my truck. Oh, let's check out our chickens. We bought chickens not too long ago. Got a little box of eggs there waiting for us to go sell. And got my tractor bucket ready to scoop up the messes they make. Oh, they made a little bit of mess. This is the cleanliness of the chickens. You got to feed them here, and I think it's a bunch of wheat we gave them. I think that's what they eat. And after a while, some of the wheat piles up here in this box. So we got a little pile there. And that's the cleanliness rating. So once there's a bunch here, we bring the tractor over, scoop it up, and then dump the wheat back in the feeder, and that cleans us up. So let's check the menu here. Well, first of all, here's the map. Let's go over here. So we do have a field over here growing of wheat. We own that one, and we can tell that by clicking L3, and those are the green areas are what we own. we own 18, which is wheat. And of course I just did the wrong button there. We gotta use this button. There we go. And 18, what color? It's bright green, so that is in the growing phase. It looks like it's in the second or third phase of growing. I do need to go over there and see if I need to fertilize it, I think. I might need to fertilize those fields. Well, I can check that right here on the menu. So that's that. I keep hitting that wrong button. Sorry about that. This button, soil composition. It looks like, I think that's only fertilized once, because this looks like it's a darker blue, fertilized twice. So I do need to go over there and fertilize that again. There is no weeds there, so let's go do that. Let's get this tractor here. Come on, undo this. No, not that one. Undo this one there. And get our fertilizer. We'll go take care of the little field. And I also want to get a contract going on another field. Liquid fertilizer, I grabbed the right one of the two. Nice. You almost knocked that sprayer over. I don't know why I'm using this tractor. I should be using the blue one. It's a better tractor. That's okay. That just knocked down the sign there. That's what I get for looking down at my phone trying to read an email. Trying to multitask here. Almost to our field over here. We'll see how that looks. The one thing, well, not the one thing, but one of the things that makes this helper F has completed their task. Oh, that was me hitting the wrong button. I just hired a helper here, and he didn't have anything to do. Did I hit the button to unfold that? I must have accidentally hit that. Okay. See, I need to fertilize this. Let's just make sure we can see. So yeah, wheat is growing. It's only 50% fertilized. You gotta fertilize your crops twice while they're in the growing phase to get 100%. I mean, you don't have to fertilize them or do the spray for weeds at all. It just improves your yield if you do. So, we'll do it. And it makes it really hard to figure out, like once they're, if it's just dirt, you can kind of see on the ground where you fertilized and where you haven't. But once there's plants there, it's, I don't know, it's hard to tell. We're just going to go ahead and do our best and see if we can tell. We'll go all the way to the edge there and just try and do this. This fertilizer is expensive, and I did look into this a little bit. The liquid fertilizer is definitely more expensive than the other fertilizer you just spread onto the crops. But this just seems like it's the easier way to go, and it seems to work out alright. So what I'm going to do, get this field done. So can we even tell where I went? Yeah, I guess it is dark enough. Just to, I don't know if you can see that on the computer or on the phone, but it does look a little wet, the ground, so it's just tough. But when the plants are fully grown, you can't tell. You can't tell where you've been, so I guess the key is to fertilize before you get too big. So I'll do each edge like this, like each side. And then what I do is, if there's only a small little narrow band that's not fertilized in the middle, then we just skip it, not waste a bunch of extra fertilizer. But if it's a pretty big area, then it's probably worth going. and doing another pass down the center. I think that's the way I think about it, at least. I don't know if that's right or wrong. There's 2 passes there. Let's see if we can even tell what's not fertilized. Oh yeah. And I can see what I just did. Oh, it looks like a real big area in the middle. Like maybe I won't even cover it. Yeah. Oh, it's almost the whole width of this. Okay, I didn't realize this field was that wide. I thought it would just be like a little narrow band. So we definitely have to make this second or third pass. And then I think that gets the entire field just. Oh, very nice. But this field, too, is one of those that I think, now that I got the plow and know how to make fields bigger, there's probably some room to expand and even make this field wider. But not yet. This field's already a pretty good size. I mean, the more you can plant, the more money you make, and even if it's just a little bit bigger, it's going to be good for us. So there's that. Let's fold this up. But yeah, just over here, behind the field, we got some extra room here. Like even just right now, I could make it a little wider. But if I cut a few of these trees, I mean, there's actually a lot of trees here. I'd have to do a lot of work to fill in all this area. It's a lot of trees to cut down. A lot less on the other property. That'd be a lot of trees to get all in here. And since we just fertilized that and we're pretty close to the store, I think we'll go fill this up with some fertilizer. But let's just check the other guys first. This guy's almost done. Okay, so what I'm going to do, since we're going to the store to fill up with fertilizer, might as well leave the rest of the fertilizer back here that's in here, just as a way to get it closer to our farm, in case we're doing this later and we just have a little bit of fertilizer remaining. So there we go, we just emptied the fertilizer and it empties it in the little crates like that. So now we're emptying this machine. So we got that next to the field if we ever are doing that field and we're running low. So we don't have to go to the store without it. Aha! I mean, if I really wanted to do it right, I'd buy a bunch of fertilizer tanks like that, all at once, load them up on a truck, move them back to the farm, or buy a tanker truck eventually and have fertilizer always ready to fill up there, but I'm trying to save up money to buy some better farm equipment here first. I gotta see which ones of these tanks are the fertilizer. It's that one and that one, so both of those are. The other one is pesticide. We don't want that one. Oops. Hopefully it still lets me fill with that. Yeah, it does. Got a little aggressive. And that totally filled it up, but apparently there's a cod on it? Yep. There's still more in there. But they disappear when they're totally empty. Yeah, these sprayers just don't hold very much. We should be getting back to the farm just in time to either unload our combine or start sweeping up some of that straw. There's some stuff to do. That's our wheat field there on the left, looking all in good shape, fully fertilized. Consider buying some of these other fields eventually. But I think instead of paying all the money to buy those fields right now, I think we need to concentrate on expanding the ones we've got and saving up some money. The fields are big expenses, like hundreds of thousands. Back to the farm. Oh, that thing looks almost done over there. I think we got back just in time. Fertilizer over here. We need to hook this up. Let's get up close. Start sweeping up. Is that guy doing the other field automatically? She's not supposed to. Oh no, he's just turning around for that final pass. Okay. And this here, 84% full of straw. I guess I don't know why he didn't empty it. Didn't. Let's fill this up with straw. Do a couple passes up and down to fill this. Again, this is an option. You can disable it leaving straw in your fields like this, and that it spreads it around. It doesn't fertilize if you leave the straw in the field, but might as well collect it. It's free money to get all this extra straw. And we're filled. Helper G has completed their task. So that's that. And then the other field, we might as well go down to the silo and empty out our container. Get it. Silo. Whoa. Filling up that silo with some oats. Eventually, when I need to, I can then get it back out of the silo and take it to market and get some cash. Yeah, I think combining these fields into one big field is the way to go. So I'm going to get rid of that tree. That isn't a project that we need to do. Out of my tractor there a little bit. Worker to do that for us. We're going to take this and sell this straw. Make sure that's leaving straw. It is. Wrong direction. Might need to get a bigger straw wagon because this thing fills up so fast. I mean, other than that, you don't have a straw wagon. What people usually do is turn their straw into bales, because then the bales you can pile up and you can bring a lot more with you at once. Because each bale has 4,000 straw in it, and this whole wagon holds 23,000, so that's just under 6 bales of hay. It's not really that much for straw, I should say. It is kind of an extra step to make the bales and then to stack the bales onto the trailer. And you don't get any extra money from the bales versus selling straw as far as I know. So, I guess either way there's a step involved. Either you're doing this or you're doing the work back at your farm. Stacking bales. How much money are we going to get for this load? Last time we had about 1,900. See if the prices change. $2,300. Yeah, prices are going up. Wow, nice. To our benefit. Take that extra 2,300. Buy us a bunch more chickens if we want more chickens right now. Maybe we should buy some more chickens. Because the chicken farm that I got holds 400 chickens total. And we only bought 200 because they do reproduce and make more chickens for me, but it does it really slowly. I think I'd almost rather have more eggs now than waiting to get some free chickens. It seems like that would make more sense. I don't know. So we got a bunch of straw to sweep up. Before we sweep up this straw, though, let's go into the menu here once more. And just check out what sort of contracts are. Well, first of all, we're here. Let's see what the price of straw is. It's 102 and going up, so the price of straw is rising. That's nice to see, because we produce a lot. So yeah, we started out with 200 chickens, 10 roosters, and 190 chickens total, and now we're at 193 chickens, so we've made 3 extra chickens. And we got 34 liters of eggs. I don't know how much that is. Okay. Byron, how you doing? Thanks for coming in and checking it out. I'm just seeing if there's any good contracts to take advantage of while I'm farming. Sowing, I get $23,000 if I sow field number 8 with canola. That seems like a good deal. Hey, no problem, Byron. $23,000 to put seeds down. Wow. But I know I have to buy the seeds. That's the biggest field in the game, field 8. That is, I think that's the biggest one. Or at least on this map. Yeah, that's that big field right there. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I was in there earlier too, Byron. I should have been hanging out there a little more, and we're trying to win their giveaways at least, but got busy with some other stuff and then decided let's go do some farming. I probably could have it up on a tablet or phone or something too while I'm doing this. It wouldn't be that hard to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that seed contract just yet. Great demand at the ranch. Okay, so what that means, if we go to the prices, great demand at the ranch. Oh, ranch. Okay, I was thinking the barn where we just did the, what do you call it, where we just did the straw. So ranch is just all across the board. That's the 4th one down there on the list. So the prices at the ranch for stuff should be higher. Oh, and it's just on, it's where the blue arrow is. It looks like that's the icon for soybeans. We only got 3,100 in our silo, so we don't even have too many soybeans. But if I can harvest soybeans, well, I have to grow them pretty fast. And I don't think they'd grow by the time that ends. I don't think it's that quick of a thing. Okay, well. Got the rest of the straw. Not even picking it up. Okay. Try that again. Just gotta turn on the machine. Thought I did. No. Is it not working? What's wrong with this? Okay. Turn off. Oh, I gotta lower the pickup. Ah. Farming so hard. Now it's picking up this one. Horrible at driving this. I keep watching the wagon part of the trailer instead of the tractor. Doomed for failure. I really don't know if it's worth doing this and figure out all this stuff. I did get $2,300 for a full load of this. Just extra harvest there. It is a couple extra steps to it. Do this extra step of running up and down. This is really easy. You just drive over the line. It's not that hard. But then you gotta drive back and forth to the barn to sell it. Not exactly sure. I just need to get a lot bigger trailer than this one here. Maybe I'll do some shopping because for this to really be worth doing, I mean, we've only done this little field right here, and not even the full field, and we're already at 68% full. So once we combine this into a big field, it's going to be like probably around 4 trips to the barn to sell this. Every time you do a crop that you can leave straw, it's just, that's not going to do it. You gotta buy a bigger equipment. So what I'll do is, we're almost done with this right here. Just see what equipment is possible. Let's look at this crop. What do we got here? Oats harvested, and I own it. Alright, so it doesn't need lime or anything like that. We're going to go in here to... Don't know what it's called again. It's called... What is it called? A loading wagon is what we got. So this is the one we have. This first one that was 46,000. It holds 23,000 liters. Okay. The next step up holds 34,000, so another half load or so. Then the next step up, that's 35,000. Not much difference between those two. Then it goes to 42,000 to 56,000 to 56,000. So these last two are 56,000. So more than twice what my thing holds now. But that is a huge expense. 165,000 for 56,000 liters. So now what we got to think about is baling technology. I mean, but then you got to pick up the bales, so it's just. Well, here's the bale pickup machine. It holds 16 real easily. I mean, are these the only baling machines they got? Well, that wraps the bales if you want to do that, so ferment them. Is this the baling machine I've used in the contract before? Let's see. No, this wraps it. These wraps the bales. Wrap the bales, I think. That's not what we're looking for. I think I've used this machine before. Yeah, and it spits the bales. Nice perfect squares right out the back. So that's $100,000 too. Unbelievable. What's this little guy? Kind of the same thing, huh? Just a little guy. Maybe it makes round bales. Roll belt? Not sure. Alright, well, until then, let's keep this guy working. I don't want him stopping too long. That field's done. Load. These are all oats we've been growing. Let's just go into the silo menu here. Oh, you can see the oats going up too. We're up to a little over 13,000, just over 14,000 oats in the silo now. That's good. I guess that's good. I don't know. I'm just putting them in the silo for now because I'd rather wait until we can fill the truck up all at once. You know, right now I'm putting it in the truck. Just, see, look, we got a lot of extra room to expand out to the right side here, up the hill a little. We could almost double the size of this field if I just get rid of a couple of trees here. And that's the plan. I'm just gotta do a lot more cutting, and then I'll go rent a stump remover, and we'll be in good shape. Line this up for the worker to take over. That looks perfect. crazy. Excuse me, I'm tired. I think this is going to be a super long stream tonight. I'm sleepy already. I just started playing. Another 2,300 bucks or so. Clean up the straw. For some reason there, my controller just disconnected and said please reconnect, and I lost my microphone there for a little while, and I don't think my controller battery died. That would be weird, because I did charge it. So let me, I just had to plug it in though to connect. Let me try, I'm going to unplug my controller again. I guess if that happens again, we know my controller has a dead battery, which I didn't know about. Just assume maybe that was a weird little glitch, I don't know. I missed how much that sold for, but I'm guessing around another 2,300 or so. Oh, that corner a little too much, didn't I? Right near the pole. You'd think when you're delivering stuff to a barn, if they expect a lot of trucks, they'd have a little better driveway for a little more access for trucks there than they have at that barn, but just they don't want to make everything at this game super easy, do they? Alright, so what's going on back here at the farm? I gotta go pick up some more straw. That's what I do. I feel like I should not only be working my own farm, but have another person doing work somewhere else. So let me just check the contracts again. Get somebody working. I really like the harvesting if possible, because it just seems like you get some of the profit from the harvest too if it's a big one. That's just a little farm and it's cotton. I don't have cotton equipment. That won't pay for itself, but this here, 23,000? You know what? Let's do it. Let's borrow the items. Okay. This is what we've just rented. Ooh, that's glitchy. What the heck was that? It was like trapped in the ground. I've never seen that. Oh, and it's like all... Oh, it was putting itself back up on the trailer. That was a weird thing. Okay, so that's hooked up. I need to buy seeds. Any of these seeds, let's see. That's fertilizer, that's pesticide, and that is the lime, so I do need to buy seeds. That's here. Buy a big bag of seeds for 900 bucks. I think that's all I gotta do. Yeah, let's purchase it. And of course they put it right over there, not next to the machine. This machine, I think, it holds fertilizer and everything, but unless I'm wrong, it just says sow field 8 with canola. It does not say I have to fertilize as well. So, I'm not going to pay to fertilize if I don't have to. Well, and then you know what? It's going to really upset me if I do all this and then, because I didn't get it done. I need to fill the tool. Let's fill it. Filling it with wheat. I need to change the seed. There's canola, correct? Canola, yeah. I got canola in there. 1,000. This thing holds way more, but that's going to be enough because we're going to hire the worker to do it, and the worker automatically buys stuff. Watch out, car! Oh, I think it went right over the car. I saw it move. That's a huge piece of machinery here. Let's see how much of a road we take. A pretty good portion. I hope I don't do all this field, or have my guy do the field, really, because I want to do the contract. I hope I don't do it all, and then it says, nope, you were supposed to fertilize it too. That'd be pretty bad. I don't want to knock over that sign, do I? Nope. I'd rather hit a car. I knocked over the sign anyway, dang it. This is struggling up the hill here. Or it did. Going to field number 8, which is the big field in the game. I believe that's this next one right here. It's going to show me the number on the map down there. Now I gotta double check. Yep, this is the one. That's 8. 8 sowing with canola. Alright, we're gonna do it. Let's unfold this bad boy. See what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I'm just gonna go like right over here, straighten it out a little bit. I'll try to. Alright, let's see if I can get a good start here. That's close enough. Mark it out. And we're gonna go ahead and lower it. And turn it on. There we go, it's doing its job. See the seed number going down for me. But as soon as I click hire worker, the money number just goes down a ton because it's buying seeds. But the seeds in the machine are not going down, so it's not going to run out, but this is going to be real expensive. But I'm getting 23,000. I hope it pays for itself, but that money's going down. We started at 714,000. Let's see if this works. I'm going to let him do the job. This guy's almost done. Let's get back to our wagon. Got a lot of straw to pick up. Helper D is nearly full of grain. I just drove over this without turning the machine on. Awesome. We missed some wheat over in the corner. Oh no. Lower pickup. Turn this on. Okay, at least I feel a little better knowing that that guy is making money on a contract as well as working my own farm, but I haven't done a sowing contract like that, just planting a big field. So I'm not sure I'm going to make very much on it, because just that quick, the guy's almost spent $500 on seeds. That's a huge field. So we'll see. Yeah, my money is just ticking down so fast. I almost want to stop it and cancel the contract, but 23,000 should be good. Curious. Let's see how far along he is. He's still just on the first line. And that was like probably $800 worth of seeds almost, just to do one line. I mean, part of that number is my other worker doing my field. What is he doing? Is that how he turns around? Oh, jeez. I guess that is close to the building there. He's got to do that. Wow, that's going to be expensive, this field. That's just one line. Okay, well, whatever. Doing the other field over there's got pretty much a full tank of grain. Please, the guy missed that little bit of oats right there. Kind of bothers me. I just want to bring the machine over just to get that little bit, even though I'm pretty confident that would be wasteful and not pay for itself. Helper D's got a full tank of grain, so let's go take care of him right now. Keep both of these hooked up. I don't think I need both of them right now. Tastes so good when it hits the lips. Very nice, very nice. Let's keep going. Poured some oats on me, that's fine. Actually, that's just the animation that does that, like when it looks like it spills stuff all over the place. I don't think it actually leaves any on the ground or that you lose any. It's just the way the game kind of looks. I think we'll go right for the silo with these two. And we got a side tipper there. Here for now. started that contract right about 714,000. We're down to 712. We're down 2,000 so far. Again, a little bit of that money ticking down is the guy in the other field doing the harvesting. He's not that much of it. Look at that. Patch of straw there right to my left right now. It's going to kill me. No. I'm getting it. Don't worry, I'm getting it. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, like, plowing, I thought it was going to be a lot harder. What's really hard is to get nice straight edges. But this back here was jagged and crazy, like all messed up. So what you do is you take this rolling machine back here, just a big cement roller, and you can roll out the ground, the part of the field that you want to turn back to regular ground. So it made a nice clean edge there. This game's starting to look weird. Like on my screen, like some of the plants and stuff are flickering. I'm just ready to give you an attack or something. Like the warnings they put on games like giving you a seizure. It's like kind of weird looking. I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, when I stay still, it's not. It's just being a little glitchy right there for a second. I can't help it. I gotta check my chickens. Oops. I've still only got one box of eggs. So what that means is I gotta go in here, L3. What do we got now? I just see my bank balance going down a ton right there. I'm gonna buy another 100 chickens, I think. 10 chickens is 500 at the buy price, so I gotta make that go up to 5,000 by spamming the button a bunch. Holding it down doesn't buy a bunch, that's unfortunate. 60, 70, 80, 90, and another 100 chickens. Confirm. Alright. Now we should boost, that should be boosting up our egg production. I didn't buy as many chickens right from the start. I mean, even though I knew I would probably need that many, or, you know, you buy this, you want to kind of max it out or get it closer to max. Mostly because, okay, let's look at this real quick. We're 13% done with that field. Oh, I just bought those chickens, so that messed up my count. It was 6,500, so 65 plus that would be about 711. So 13% took about $3,000. Wow, this, I'm gonna basically break even after doing this because it's only gonna pay $23,000. That was a bad contract to pick, but I like to do the harvesting ones, but there's only one harvesting right now, unfortunately. I've done all the others apparently. What we were gonna do is go in here to the chicken menu. And there we are, 294. So we're up to 304 total in there. 97% clean and 77.69 food is what they have. I put 8,000 in there when we got this. So they just, I was a little worried they were going to eat really fast and I had to be constantly filling it. But even with that many chickens, it's not too much to manage. At least not yet. One little patch of wheat there left. That's good. Hold in just a minute here. Once again. I wonder if I can connect two of these together and make like a little train. Well, that wouldn't make sense because I'm going over the same. Once this first wagon picks it up, this next one behind wouldn't do anything, so... Nah, that wouldn't be good. Wondering if I could try to get some more bang for the buck here. Oh, it looks like that guy's done. Or he got stuck, one would say. He thinks he's done. He's not done. I don't know why he missed all that right behind him. This thing's full. Let's take over this guy and finish his job. That's weird, this whole field, they left this little patch right there. Harvesting. Perfect. And now, what is the plan? Those fields are clear. Do I combine them now or just go ahead and plan another round? I don't want to combine those. I'm just going to go ahead and put this guy over here for a moment. Big chunk there. Let's get out the chainsaw. I'm trying to be like way too careful on this, even though it's like hardly any money these things give you, but just go there. Pick that up? I can pick that up. Wow. That's pretty insane. Let's just go ahead and make... Oh, come on. I had that looking cool, too. I'm going to put the strap up over the top of that. Let's see. It sure does, doesn't it? It'll be an interesting drive. This is going to be too heavy to pick up. Yeah. Cut that into like 3 pieces right away. I'm still going to need to cut this again, I have a feeling. It's still going to be too heavy. No, they're not too heavy. Oh. My guy must have grown some muscles, because I thought for... Oh, and I just knocked out my branch. I thought these would be way too heavy. Is that all we left there is a stump? That's all we left is a stump. I knocked a whole other tree down over there the other day. I want to get that in the back of the bed at least. How's that gonna look going down the road? That's gonna look pretty funny. But put the belt on. That is pretty funny. I need to remove that stump. Knock that tree down. That's a lot of work still left to do there. But that stump right there needs to be removed. I think before I work on any more of this back here, I need to try not to flip my truck, for one. But then once I cut this tree here, that tree I'll chop up and get rid of and just nail down. And maybe this tree right there. That has a ton of room here to... I could double the size of that field for sure. That's pretty nifty. Oh wow, this is like really unstable. This big tree in here. Alright. This is the other part we gotta do. We gotta get rid of this tree for sure. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Ah, so much work to chop these things up, too. I mean, I know there's forestry equipment you can get that basically just pick up this whole tree and chops it up instantly. Yeah, this is hard to see with all these bushes, too. Let's just go right to here and chop. I could put it more into the weeds so I can't see it. While I'm loading up the truck with some wood, I might as well grab a few pieces of this tree. Can I pick any of these up? Too heavy, too heavy, too heavy, and too heavy. Come on, really? All that's too heavy. You know what I'm gonna do? This is gonna probably be something stupid and I'm gonna regret. I can't even see what I'm doing with those weeds there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the trunk with my truck just a little bit. Whoa, I just ran right over it. I could feel it. Did I move any of that stuff? I have no idea. What happened? What did I do? Well, there's some of the stuff I cut. Okay. Object too heavy still. Okay. Split this one in half then. Little nitrate, what's up? Sorry I didn't say hello to you just a second ago when you came in, but No, you're never too late. I'm just having fun on the farm here. Cutting some trees. Just trying to clear some space. Whoops. I got a guy here wasting tons of my money planting this field with seeds. This guy here, I'm gonna empty out that straw and finish cleaning up my field. And I got my truck here. I'm trying to clean up some wood here, which is over here actually. Cause I'm trying to, I got 3 fields here. Actually, let me go back to my truck so you can see that. I got these 3 fields, 1, 2, and 3. I started making a 4th field right there. And then I got the idea, well, hey, I could take all 4 of these fields now and combine them into one big field if I get rid of this tree. So that's the goal. Fire him if he's wasting money. Well, here's the deal, little nitrate. You can see in the very top corner my money is just counting down like crazy because he's spending money on him and seeds to plant that big field. Just going down like crazy. But if once I finish, or once he finishes, I'll get paid $23,000. And it's 29% done so far, so I think I'll get most of that money back and maybe even make a little bit of money. I'm not sure, though. I thought I was going to make a whole $23,000, but it's not even going to be close to that. And then I got chickens, too. I got 10 roosters and 294 chickens. That's fun. And they are down there by the house in the chicken coop. I gotta zoom back in here so I can find those pieces of wood. Try to see if I can get any of these in my truck now that I cut them a little more. Where did they go? Where did they go? There they are. This one I can pick up. Okay, circle pick up. That's a good point, though, little nitrate. Fire him if he's wasting money. That's probably what I should have been doing. So that piece of wood is in there. Hope you're doing well, little nitrate. Object's too heavy still, huh? One of those pieces of wood is too much. Probably should have just rented the machinery that would cut this tree and clean it up like all right away, but no, I didn't do that. So I'm here picking up one piece of wood at a time, overloading my truck. Whoa. That piece didn't want to be there, I don't think. Wait, where did that go now? Did I lose it? Oh no. I think it's in there. So let me undo the belts. Retie them, make sure everything's in there good. Very, very good, little nitrate. Yesterday I named my stream like Kittle has a farm, E-I-E-I-O. I thought that was kind of funny. We're just going to go ahead and park this over here. I don't feel like driving all the way to take that to the farm. I want to go sell this straw. I see my money going down. I need to get my money going up. Oh, did you see the chickens? Look at that. I got all my chickens over here. How do you get in there? Jump over it. And there's a rooster. They're funny. That's where you feed them. And then this is how they get messy. Like, just they kick some of the food out into this little area. And then once it gets really dirty, you gotta scoop it up and put it back in the food container. Kind of silly. So this guy's not even half done, is he? Well, at least I'm getting something done over here, and maybe I'll make some money off of that. We can be hopeful. Alright, I'm gonna go sell this straw at the barn down the road. Oh, and I got another field over here. I better check to see how that's doing. I got a field of wheat growing. Maybe it's done. I'll go this way, so I'm going to see that field. Michael Kittle had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm, we had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O. Dump this straw out. Get that money going in the right direction there. Pay me, pay me. This don't give me very much for straw. 2,300 bucks. Peek at this farm over here.